How's the week been since Saturday, Lee?
Good, very productive. Looking back after the game, watching it over and over, my mind wasn't changed. I thought there were some real positive things to take from the game. I thought at times we played some good football. We passed the ball. The level of performance was probably the best it's been this season. And we've been beaten in a game where we didn't deserve to be beaten in terms of what happened over the course of the match. Did we do enough to win it? Probably not either, but it was always going to be settled. Just before they score the free kick, we have a great situation where you're thinking Chris Maguire can do the same and that could settle the match. So, a disappointing end result, but positives to take. The level of performance I can see is rising. We're starting to get the resemblance of the type of team I want. The new additions that came in on deadline day, the two that we had available. I thought Josh had a terrific debut and wasn't even playing in his main slot, and Michael, when he came on, showed some nice touches. So there was positives to take. Ultimately you want to win or you want to pick up points, but nobody's panicking. We've got to get it right. We'll get it right once I get the chance to have everybody fit and available and be able to select what I believe is the best 11. We'll be fine, but we're starting to achieve that now. Chris Maguire got 30 minutes Saturday. He's had a full week's training now, so that'll be of benefit to him and to us. One or two of the other injured lads are starting to get closer as well. So, when I look at the team with Ince and Loren, there's power, there's pace, but there's a quality in them as well. And Michael Smith has been very impressive this week in training. I think we've seen some real positive flashes from Harry Bunn on Saturday as well. So, of course we're disappointed with the end result, but we've got to just make sure that we stay calm, we stay focused on what we're doing and not panic on what's gone ahead. Would we love to have been and had more points and better position after 5 games? Without a shadow of a doubt. There's no getting away from that. And, we have to start getting the results. But, nothing was won in the first week in September.
You spoke about it right through pre-season, first couple of games, about the lads gelling together. The signs of that now, it's happening.
Listen, there is. And I felt for them on Saturday because... ultimately the end result is what everyone looks at. You've lost the game. They didn't deserve to, and as I said, there was positives. But as I've said to them and stressed this week, we've got to start finding a way how to win. In any which way that happens, we want it to be with fantastic performances. But if we've got to grind out those results, we can do it. Reality is we should be sitting on the Saturday night with 2 clean sheets, a lot more positivity in terms of because I thought the defensive display was solid again, and you march on because you see improvements in the attacking play as well. The attacking play is starting to give us a bit of impetus. Ryan's doing great. Ryan Lowe, with his experience. That one goes in, that hits the post. The only time we've been in the lead this season, we've took maximum points. I think that's the key for us, trying to get our noses in front, and then can we kick on from there.
The injuries haven't helped, have you? But you're starting to get lads back now. The
injury situation's starting to improve. As I said, Chris is obviously, even though he'd only had a couple of sessions, Chris Maguire got those 30 minutes. He's had a full week's training. Michael Smith's had a full week's training since we signed him, obviously. They need to get to know the group. Owen O'Connell's out on the grass with the medical team, so he could join in with the group, partly training by the end of next week, which is great news. Jay O'Shea's seeing a specialist this afternoon, where hopefully he gets his leg brace off, and then if that's the case, could be anything from 2 to 4 weeks. So, with the exception of Stephen Dawson, everyone's getting reduced in that time scale in terms of the injuries. Andrew Tutt not far away as well. So we're as it says, it gives me the chance then, from what I wanted to do by the end of the window and the squad that I have, I know what my best 11 will be, and when I can get that on the pitch, you'll see the difference.
Big Nathan, is that purely down to match fitness? been a year out, you're not going to be match fit, are you?
No, listen, as I said to you after the game Saturday, he was terrific. He was a man. He's what you need, and thankfully, it was more to do with cramp and fatigue and for him to come off. Not really the knee. You know, the usual case on Sunday and Monday where the swelling was obviously up, but that's normal. That's his week. We're not hiding anything from anybody. As I said to you, in terms of his symptoms and how he's got to be managed, he's the Ledley King of League One. How Ledley King used to very rarely trained but played. You know, you go back many years. Paul McGrath, the same. These are examples of these players, but they can do it. And Nathan, in his 2 starts for me, has been outstanding. So as long as we can maintain the fitness and make sure that week by week he gets more confident, and as he gets into the games and into the rhythm, you know, he'll be fine. So thankfully, you know, because when he had to come off at first, you're thinking the worst, but you know, thankfully the news we got on Sunday and Monday was no, everything's fine.